of the family in your book, you know. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it was positive and it was home and it was, at least it was home. But I was expecting, I don't know how to say this. I guess I was expecting more war stories, so I was very pleasantly surprised to see how much hope is in that book.
Thank you.
I really, most people that know me know, like, that's how I live life. Like, if you don't have hope, you're hopeless. And then what do you have? And so I actually purchased a second book so that I could donate to my church because they're very big on foster care. And CASA, like I've been involved with CASA in Luzerne County where I live in Pennsylvania.
Oh, great.
And a lot of my career has been involved with children and people who have experienced ACEs, like the drug addiction and stuff, you know? And it's just really nice to have a nice positive book. Like, you've gone through some crap, but you came out the other side, and it's just great to see that's possible. You know, for a lot of people, they just can't see past their own problems, and just to know that there's hope out there, like that's what I got from the book, was there's hope.
Yes,
So
yes.
thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks.
I'm just curious, did you ever reconnect with your brother?
I'm still looking for him. I'm still looking for him. I really wish I could find him. He was born 5 years older than I, and his birthday is February 3rd, 1945. So he's 80 now, so I would love to be able to see him. I don't know what ever happened to him. I saw him when I was back in Chicago, living on my own at 16, 17, and that age. I got to see him, and then I took off, and I never saw him again. So he doesn't, I don't know. I wish I could. Yeah. It's an Oprah show. Wouldn't it be a great Oprah show?
Yes. Jan, again, congratulations. It's a wonderful, you did a great job. I'm looking forward to reading the book. I haven't yet. But the woman that was the mother at the end, you said, was she your biological mother or the one that you said held the pieces together? Oh, Joe's mom.
Joe's
That's right.
mom.
Okay. I didn't know.
That's,
Okay.
yeah, I should
I
have.
had a feeling.
That's Joe's mom. She's the real mom that should be, everybody's mom should be Joe's mom. As Mary knows. And, you know, all the Keyses know Joe's mom. She taught me what love was like to be in a situation. I had a foster mom, I had a stepmom, I had a natural mom, I had a grandma and another grandma, but nobody was like Joe's mom in that she embraced me and took me in as if I belonged. And for, you know, many years, I really felt that. I felt that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to hear another reading if there's no more? Okay,
Hi, Jan. Congratulations, honey.
thanks.
Okay,
Diane.
I want to know where you did most of your writing over these 12 years when you were going through all these different things and different employments. Where did you do most of your writing?
At home. Well, and once a month, we were given an assignment, and I think that's really, if you ever plan on doing a writing, several of you in this group were in our writers group, and it was like an assignment going to school. You had to come up with a story every month, and then it evolved, and it was over 2 years that we wrote these individual stories and compiled them, and eventually it turned into something. But I never wrote it, I would never have thought to write it without a group, you need that energy, I think. I think it's, yeah, well, some people probably could, but not me.
Jan, hi,
Hi.
congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Ange.
I would like to know, how has this changed you now that this book is published and it's out in the public domain? How are you feeling now?
Well, you know what's really interesting was, first off, major change was doing research in the book. I went to Chicago, found my case notes at the University of Chicago. That was an eye-opener. It was the very first time I read things written about me from when I was 7 and 8 years old. And these were stuffed in a file cabinet. Nobody knew. And that's something I really think should be changed by the system, because if you don't know that they exist and they just end up getting tossed, you're at a loss. You have no perception as a kid what happened to you. So that was a real eye-opener. One of those, there's several things in there that I learned about. So now that it's published, at first I felt like I was half naked. I felt like I was, there's a commercial where there's a guy coming out of a shower and he's half filled with soap and stuff, and he's going like this. That's how I felt when I first had it published, because I said, oh my gosh, they're going to know about this. They're going to know about the boyfriends. They're going to know about how horrible I was with my daughter, and they're going to know about that. And I started feeling really embarrassed. That was, and I didn't know what to do. I already wrote it, so it was out there. So what can I say? So then I started to come to terms with that. So that took a little time. I came to terms with the fact that, the one thing was that when I started saying, oh, people would say, oh, you wrote a book. Oh, good. What was that book about? And I'm like saying this almost like an embarrassing way. Well, I was a foster kid and I was a ward of the state, and that's what it's about. So, okay. And then I'd get one of two reactions. One reaction was, well, bad things happen bad to everybody in families. Why are you even writing something like that? And then I said to myself, well, yeah, bad things do happen to a lot of people, but this was my story, so this is why I wrote it. The other thing people will say was, well, I don't know why you're writing, oh, I'm very interested in that. And then it would open up a conversation. So that was kind of encouraging in a way. It allowed me to say and get out in public what normally would be something that maybe somebody would hide under the covers and say, you all try to pretend like you had a normal life and everybody had a normal childhood. And so I learned by the position that people would take as to my own response, and it grew. I grew to embrace it. I grew to embrace myself. And okay, so this is one tragedy. Millions of people have tragedies. Everybody has problems. This just happens to be mine. So it's not better, it's not worse. It's just it. Yeah. Hi.
Since you didn't have any positive role models, how did you learn to be a good mom to Dana?
I'm not so certain I was. She's not here. That shows you something. I borrowed families. I borrowed circumstances that put us in situations that were wholesome. Because it was just Dana and me, and one of my best friends, Corey, I would go to her house and visit with her friends, her family, and I bonded with them, and Dana bonded with their kids. So I got to share, and I would take her to like camping experiences, or I tried, as a single mom, you only have so many resources and very little time. And this is the problem. I really think that if the state could understand what a person goes through as a single mom or limited resources, would it hurt the great scheme of things for them to offer an extra $50 so that the kid can go do something at the Y? I didn't have that money, so I think that's what society has to take into account. We have to embrace the situations where people are very limited and they're being stifled, as I was. So I had to find all kinds of like playmates for Dana and normal families to be with.
Hi, I actually, I'm Corey's daughter, Mariska, and Dana was one of my best friends for many, I'd say probably 5 years or so. And I would spend weekends with you guys. And so I just want to, my perspective at that age was that you were the first single woman that I ever saw that was like the head of the household. And it was really inspiring to me as a young woman to see you in that role. And I always felt like you were such a loving mom, and you were so much fun. I mean, and you actually exposed us to a lot of things. I mean, I got to go to Philadelphia for the first time with you, and Dawn, I believe.
Yeah.
There were, and at the place in Madison, the apartment. That was my first experience, like living right on a street where I could walk down to the store. So I just want you to know that even in that moment, if you look like you were looking out for resources beyond you, you were feeding other people too.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you. Oh, one more.
No,
Hi,
I just
Risa.
want to say, Jan, that I think you're amazing.
Oh.
And, the fact that you were able to share all your vulnerabilities and your resilience, and also educate people as to what is going on, and, now, and how people can help, that's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, is the party over, or? We have some more food, and I have some book signings to do. Help yourself to some refreshments, and I'll get to doing some of that. Thank you so much for coming.